think you're going to be super impressed. I am actually trying out sitting at a desk instead of in the closet area next to all of the dirty laundry. So anyways, hey, I'm Lacey J, host of the Hey Lacey J, the podcast. And it's really where we take a whole ass approach to life. So from business to spiritual tools and practices, buckle up because friend, we're going to be talking about it all on the podcast. So I've decided that I want to be your online BFF, and I'm going to be the one to help remind you to go within, to embrace who you were designed to be so you can create a life you love to show up for. Deal? Deal. Okay. So I want to just go ahead as we start talking about a rise of 5, building healthy habits, intentionally starting your day, creating rhythms. I don't know the other 27,000 different concepts that I came up with the rise of 5. If you hear all of them, just know I was trying. And also just be thankful that you have today, Lacey, and not 2018 Lacey, where I was telling everybody they needed to, wake up at the butt crack of dawn to have a successful morning routine. Shout out to Human Design. Very much helped me understand that everyone is a little bit differently and has changed my approach to sharing and really the heartbeat behind a rise of 5. So oh my goodness, I even have show notes. I am trying to work this real good so I don't forget certain things. But then the beauty of one of my gifts within Human Design is have an idea of what you're talking about, but also that the right words will come. And sometimes when I am looking at my notes, I get actually really distracted. But I'm actually really excited because I officially, at the time of the recording, is May 6th. At 11:15 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 2024, I added confidence coach for women in my IG bio. I know, crazy. And I just really felt called that every single thing that I do, including creating a rise of 5, has always been to help women feel more confident, right? I was on a journey, mainly starting in 2018, but realistically, my morning routine journey started in 2014 era. And it was because it truly helped me just change who I was. It helped me to feel more confident. And I just want to always share everything I'm doing because if it can help one other woman feel confident, feel like they're able to just radiate and become who they're created to be, I'm going to do it. So I added confidence coach for women because I truly feel like that is something that I get to do in everything that I share, even my one-on-one call that I have. It's all about helping you feel confidence in who you are. So with that, let's chat a little bit about a rise of 5. And the goal was to make it the most basic way to create new habits to start your day. My original tagline was intentionally start your day so you can create a life you want to live or you love to live. I think I changed it about 6 times. So the whole idea was that I wanted women to know what it felt like to intentionally start their day, because when you can start to create a life that you love and you want to show up for, that just changes who we are, right? That completely changes everything. We actually want to wake up. Oh, we love what we're doing. Oh, we get to start our day off in such a way that this is fun and fills my cup and isn't completely draining. And I'm not running out the door from the moment I wake up, feeding kids, running out the door, being late for appointments, the struggle. Just thinking about that makes me physically feel stressed out. Oh, no thanks. But that was where I was at when I started creating morning routines. When I started creating my own morning routine, I was in a not great space mentally. I was a newer mom and I felt like I put my entire life on the back burner. And so here I was just trying to figure things out. I felt drained, burned out. I was not filling up my cup. I kept staying up late because I need that much needed alone time. And then that would make me stay up late. I would go to bed late. That means that the next morning, my kids were waking, or my son at the time was waking me up. He was like, Mom, I'm hungry. Couldn't even talk, but wiping butts, making food, on to the next day. And it just became this cycle. And it felt like a storm that I could not get out of. And it just came down to saying, you know what, something has to change. And that is when I decided to become a morning person. So in this, I have a PDF, a download, a guide. People are like, I don't like the word guides anymore, but it's like, whatever, that you can get, that I created for you to help you understand the whole 5 things that Arise with 5 is a part of. So that's wake up, hydrate, gratitude, movement, and getting outside. I have a guide for you. And then I also have some emails that can go alongside with that to encourage you, to cheer you on, to be there for you. You can always reply back to emails, because email is one of my favorite ways to create conversations with people and have that connection. So I'm so excited to be able to share more tips and tricks with you. I totally, again, see, I have my notes, so I was on a roll, and then I got distracted. But so this is why I improv, and I drive myself crazy and everyone else. But so Arise of 5, created at a time where I was stressed out, frustrated, needed to fill my cup. So I figured I need to start waking up earlier, right? So the first thing with Arise of 5 is like, well, when do you want to wake up? Like, what time do you actually want to wake up? How much time do you want before you start your day? Either being a mom or going to work, or what is that? What do you want your morning to look like? And start thinking of that. I share in some of the emails, like, with waking up, I will tell you, I started with like 5-minute increments. So, say I was originally waking up at like 7 and life was crazy. So I set my alarm for 5 minutes earlier. And the goal was that as I set my alarm for 5 minutes earlier, I was also going to bed 5 minutes earlier, right? And then it was 10 minutes, 15 minutes, until I got to a point where I was waking up at the time that I felt was a time that I needed to wake up. That felt really good. So I became a part of the 5 a.m. club, and I love it. That is my favorite time to wake up. I actually have a quote here. I'm pretty sure I did it. It's from me. I said, the quiet moments as the sun starts to rise and the house is still, that's where the magic happens. This is why I created Arise with 5. There was something magical in those quiet moments. Those moments healed me. Those moments of doing everything that I did within my morning routine shifted and changed my entire life. And so I was very passionate about helping women create a morning routine. As I shared about my own routine, people were asking me questions. And then in 2002, oh my gosh, no, in 2022, I just had this download. I get these downloads, I get these visions. I don't even know what to call them, but it's like when they come, they come. And if I do not sit down and write on a piece of paper, they're gone. So I was just writing. And this is how Arise in 5 was born. And I was like, how can I help someone who is just starting off? I'm not going to sit here and tell you to wake up at 5 a.m. and then you're going to meditate, and then you're going to journal, and then you're going to read personal development, and then you're going to have this 25 list of things that sometimes I do because I either have the time and it feels really good. But someone who is just starting off is not going to feel, that's going to feel intimidating, right? And so how can I create this structure, this framework to get you started? And then as you feel confident because you're showing up for yourself and you're having these basic things that you can check off, then you actually get to build that confidence out. Then you start to say, well, what other practices feel really good to me that I can add to this morning routine, or your morning ritual is what I like to call it. And so then you get to start building that out for what feels good for you, not because someone is telling you how to build out a routine, right? But then here I am telling you, like, these are the 5 things that I think can really help you in these key points. So whatever, take it or leave it. The world is a crazy place right now. So you wake up. I shared how you can create some tips and tricks on waking up. Don't push your snooze like I did today, okay? But your girl, she needed some extra sleep, and there's a time and a place for that. Like once a month, your girl needs more sleep. You might too. Hydrate. I mean, you literally have your water next to you in bed, and you get up and you sip that dang water. You're already winning. You've already done the next thing. High five to you. Like, you're winning your day. Not only will drinking that water help kickstart your body, there's some really great tips in the email that I share about like lemon water and different things that you can do for your water, all the benefits of hydrating your body. But it also helps you wake up, right? You start drinking water, you're gonna get up, you're gonna go pee, and it just starts to kickstart everything. Yes, like let's freaking do it. Gratitude. Gratitude, if there was one practice that I decided to keep and that has always come back and I never not do, it's gratitude. For me personally, I absolutely love writing in a journal 3 things that I am grateful for. Many times it's from the day before because, you know, if I'm waking up at 5 a.m., I would be writing the same thing. I'm glad I woke up, I'm glad I drank my water, and I'm so thankful that I have a toilet and I can pee. Right? So gratitude, I take it from the day before. What were those things that I'm just really grateful for? If you are just starting out with gratitude, sometimes this practice can feel really hard because you're like, I'm not freaking grateful for anything. Screw everyone. It's early. But as you start to practice gratitude, it truly is something that will change your life. Like, there are studies out there sharing what gratitude does for you, what it does for your mind, and truly how it can just shift like where you are and into where you're going. So write 3 things that you're grateful for. As you practice that, you are going to start to notice like, oh my gosh, like I love that. I'm so grateful of how the sun is shining through this window, and like all these little things start to come up and you're like, I'm just so grateful. And you start to feel the warm and fuzzies, and it's so amazing. So gratitude, right? I will tell you, those are like the first 3 things. Like I get up, go to the bathroom, I love starting my day off with gratitude, and then boom. I personally will go into meditation or personal development. Sometimes, depending on the morning, I will go straight from like gratitude or meditation to a really early workout because I want to get that movement in. And so the next thing is movement. I share in the guide, I believe, and in the emails that I had to break up with the words like exercise and workouts because they were bringing so much shame. They were bringing so many like ick feelings. And so that is where movement came in, because the idea is that you don't have to necessarily go to a crazy workout. You don't have to go and do the CrossFit workouts or go start at a gym that you really don't want to, but you think you should. No, go move your freaking body. I highly recommend. The goal is 30 minutes a day. Do it in the morning, do it in the afternoon, do it in the evening. At this point, this is just helping you create a structure. I personally love doing this stuff in the morning because it helps me to get my day started, but it might be better for you to go take a walk at lunchtime. What brings you joy? Friends, why are we doing workouts that we hate and we don't want to show up for, or we think we need to because it's like, this is the only way to lose weight? No. Move your body in a way that brings you joy. I will tell you, 2020 rocked my world. There's so much more about it, but essentially I went from working out like crazy to being able to walk. That was even before the world shut down. And then, you know, there was no gyms in 2020. The only way was to for me, I'd go for a walk every single morning, and it literally, I am so grateful for that time. Those walks were amazing. And then I would do other workouts and whatever, have fun with it. But movement, move your body. Shoot, do I have the quote? Darn it, I should have pulled that up. But in the email, I talk about, so I did a mental wellness coaching course. So I'm a certified mental wellness coach. But we learned about like the new like drug essentially, or the number one killer is like people not moving their bodies. We are so sedentary that we are like, it is worse. This is the new secondhand smoke. The new secondhand smoke is not moving your body. We literally sit all day long. If we're not sitting at computer desks, we're sitting on our phone, we are not moving our bodies enough. So at this point, just move your body. I share more details in the email that you will get when you get and download your guide. Okay, next, getting outside. You'll laugh because when I wrote the email series, I was like, just so you know, I am sharing about getting outside, getting sunshine, trying to get grounded, but I'm inside a warm coffee shop sipping one of my favorite drinks, which is a London Fog from one coffee shop. Okay, Gabby makes the best London Fogs, and I will probably never drink another London Fog if we were to move or if she were to leave. But here I am in the dead of winter in Idaho telling you to get outside. But even through that, I do my best at least 15 minutes to get some fresh air. In the winter, you're in rubber boots, so good luck getting grounded. But come summertime, which is when we're recording this, we're creating and feeling this like urge to move, right? We just got out of this slow winter season, which is where we're supposed to hibernate. And now it's go time. The flowers are blooming. The trees are blooming. We're like, life is colorful again. But getting outside is so important. Grounding yourself, the fresh air, it's amazing. You guys, seriously, just putting your feet on the grass, taking some deep breaths, having the sun come in. I mean, put on a warm jacket, even if it's raining, like maybe wait till after the rain, because if you just got your hair done like I did, I'm like, I'm not going outside in the rain. I don't feel like having a frizzy hair. But like, truly get yourself outside. I promise you what this will do for you is amazing. If you get outside for like 15 to 20 minutes in the morning, there are incredible benefits to getting that sunshine on your body, in your eyes. It helps your circadian rhythm, all of the above. So I intentionally put these things up to fill your cup, to help you create space, intentional moments throughout your day to fill your cup. But if you don't get outside until it's after dinner, guess what? You still got outside, and also the evening is great too. Or if you didn't get out until lunchtime, awesome. If you want my number one way to hit Arise and Radiate, oh my gosh, sorry, Arise of 5. Arise and Radiate was actually the first like main thing, but Arise and Radiate is becoming something else. So this like guide and to help you get started is called Arise with 5. But a lot of times in the morning, I will go for a walk outside and boom, you just killed two birds with one stone. I don't even know. I say that saying all the time and I don't even think I like it. I'm like, I don't want the birds to get killed, but you get it, right? You're knocking them out. I go for a 30-minute walk, so I get my outside time and I get my movement in. And many times I'll still go do a workout, but that just helps me to get outside, to get grounded. When you get outside and you move your body and you actually go for a walk without music, without anything, you're actually just present for a minute. It is amazing what happens and how much creativity comes. So if you're feeling stuck or in a funk, get outside, go for a walk, move your body, right? You can do the workouts, but there is something magical about going for a walk outside. The whole setup is like download galore. And actually, when we were launching the Hey Lacey J, the blog, no, the whole brand, we started getting out of our own morning routine because there is a time and a place where you have to stay up late and there is shit to get done. Like you have to get these things done, like, or you'll never launch. So we were starting to run up against the clock. We had kind of gotten out of morning routines. We were just trying to get this whole thing started. to start then creating movement and like momentum in all of this, right? The podcast, all of it. But what is so fun about this is like, I remember the day so clearly. I was frustrated. I'm like, I don't want to go for a walk. I want to go outside because I know that that's like such good medicine. And so I went for a walk. It was cold out. I was grumpy. And I, maybe 5 minutes into the walk, have this download. It was like, for Horizon 5, you need to create an email series. Like, create an email series that supports, that shares like your love for all of this, that you can nerd out a little bit, you can encourage them. It's a way that we can create communication with those of you who decide to try a Rise of 5. And it was like, boom, instant clarity on that. I was so excited the rest of that walk. I was walking all fast. I'm like, oh yeah. And the thing about going on walks, if you ever see me, I am talking to myself or I'm talking into my phone because I have my voice app. I'm like, okay, I don't want to forget this, or I have this idea, or this is really exciting. So I'm usually talking to myself. It's nice having the phone app out now because then it looks like I'm just talking to someone. Otherwise, I used to walk around and the girl's talking to herself. She's a little bit weird. And it's true, I am. But I was so excited that whole rest of that walk. It felt so good. And to have that breakthrough, to have that clarity, to have like the energy move within you, and to get the downloads and to feel creative, there's just nothing like it. And yeah, you can try to go on Instagram and scroll for creativity, but I highly recommend going for a walk. I highly recommend it. So anyways, that's just a little bit about Arise with 5. I love it. Like, I am so passionate about it. I hope you hear how excited I am. And I'm like, please just do it. Please do it with me. The cool thing is you can truly start whenever you want. And that is the beauty of Arise with 5, is do it over and over again. Start over. Even if you have your own routines and you find yourself like feeling kind of in a funk, just go back to the basics. That's what I say. Go back to the basics. Go back to the very basics of what you can do. When I'm on vacation or having really crazy weeks, I just remind myself, like, if the only thing that you get done is a Rise of 5, that's amazing. Because when you get those 5 things done, you're like, I freaking did it. And sometimes it's really early in the morning that you're done. Like, who cares how the rest of the day goes? Like, I'm always like, bring it on. Shit's gonna hit the fan. I already filled my cup up. I'm ready to go. It's vacation proof is what I say. Take it on vacation with you. It's meant to go on vacation with you, because more times than not, you can wake up at whatever freaking time you plan on waking up in vacation, because vacation mode is different, right? You can hydrate your body because you're going to need to hydrate your body regardless, even if you're on vacation. Drink water, okay? Make sure you're drinking some water. But your vacation is going to go so much smoother, okay? Gratitude. Even if I told you I write it down, but the reality is you can just speak it out. Like, this is what I'm grateful for. Boom, boom, boom. I don't care. You could be at a stoplight telling me what you're grateful for. Like, just have that gratitude. Most likely on vacation in some form, you are moving your body and you are getting outside. So done and done. All right. If it's more of a sedentary vacation, maybe get outside and move your body. Get your family outside, get the kids outside, do what you need to do. But it's vacation proof. It's freaking amazing. It's so, so cool. So with all of that being said, if you are into human design, the reason why I'm not like, wake up at this time and do this, it's because you truly get to like choose. You get to choose what time. So I think that this is important to note, especially since I love human design so much, that each type is different. And when it comes to building anything, including a morning routine that works for you, it's about listening to your intuition. It's listening to your inner guidance system. That's the beauty of human design. It's a tool to help you understand your intuition, help you understand your authority, help you understand what you need versus what I need. And some of my projectors out there are going to be like, slow morning it is. I'm going to wake up at 9. clearly you guys do not have kids or you're already past the kid stage. Just so you know, I do have a projector bestie who is like, thank God for morning routines. Because even though she would love to let her day, you know, quote unquote, flow, when you have kids, the only way to help your day flow is by getting up early and having time by yourself to flow. Because then the rest of the day is like reality and work and going to appointments, running your kids around, right? So if you want flow as a projector or any of my non-energy types, like morning routines might work for you, especially if you have kids. This is my heart. It is teaching people that you have to trust yourself. You have to have that confidence within yourself and what you need. And this is why I'm creating little guides like this that are just a little bit of a container. Like they give you, do X, Y, and Z, and then make it the rest that works for you. And it's also why I created my self-discovery call, where I help you to understand your intuition and the gifts that you hold so that you can freaking go out there and be confident AF in how you show up in the world, how you want to be, doing what you want to do. There's just nothing else like it. And honestly, I am here to be the person that is like, let's figure out who you are. Let's help you understand you, because you are the only person who knows what you need. I'm just here to guide you. I'm here to create. I'm here to pull things out, and then you get to freaking show up. Deal? Grab a Rise of 5 in the show notes or head over to heylacyj.com. So crazy that that's a thing. I have free resources. I am here. The goal is to help you feel confident AF, to listen to yourself. So thanks for being here, you guys. I'm so excited.